What were your parents like?
Well, they were kind and just a little discipline from them. My mother was from this farm, and my father was a postal worker in Pomeroy, and he eventually became postmaster in Pomeroy. And my mother was very interested in music. She taught piano down in Pomeroy for a long time.
In Pomeroy, yeah. Oh, about Grandma living here? Yeah. Okay. So she was born and raised here, but what happened was, because she had 3 brothers, they really had the right to stay here because they could work the farm, and they had wives. So here, where was she gonna go, right?
Yeah.
So she kind of was pushed out the door, basically.
Oh.
So she went to OU and it only took 2 years to get a degree, and got a music education degree, and then actually went to Bell Valley and taught in a one-room schoolhouse and rode horseback.
Neat.
And she went around. That was, I guess, before they had cars, right, Dad?
Yes.
And then she decided to go to the big city, I guess, right, Dad?
Yes.
And she got a job in Pomeroy.
Oh, wow.
And she met his father. You want to keep going with that, or?
No?
We want you to keep going.
What was the original question?
It was, what were your parents like?
Yeah, so everybody loved her in Pomeroy. She was like, it was amazing how she became very sophisticated. But she was very civic-minded, and she had a lot of friends and everything, so, I mean, she wasn't snooty or anything, you know. Because she was really a farm girl.
Yeah. So when you were born, did you come home to this home? Is this your...
No.
Tell us about that. Where you
Well,
grew up.
in high school, I worked the summers out here. So 4 or 5 summers on the farm.
And I want to throw in something. He was spoiled because my grandmother had a baby that died. It was stillborn.
Oh.
And she had actually named it James Henry Lockery.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't realize that. I knew that she had a baby, that the baby died. And I happen to be I'm also doing genealogy research and stuff like that, because actually, there was a lot of information I found that's not correct for the Henry, the people that lived here. But, so, on record in Pomeroy, they actually put in his name, James Henry Lockery, the baby, in the courthouse. It was named, and then, you know. So I was like, oh no, that can't be right. And then she named the second baby James Henry Lockery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I never heard of that. You know, you would think, oh, that might be bad luck.
Yeah, that name's already been devoted to a person. Yeah.
I thought that was interesting.
What's your favorite book?
Ooh. it's a big volume of British activity before the war. They called, the title of the book is Piece of Cake. Piece of Cake. Because whenever they had formations and so forth, and well, whenever they did a good job, they said piece of cake.
What do you do for a living? Maybe that's a good question right now.
What did I do for a living?
Yeah.
I sold textbooks for John Wiley and Sons. We were living in Centerville, and I covered OU and Ohio State and all colleges, Southern Ohio, and promoted Wiley textbooks
How many children did you have?
for
Tell
two
us.
boys and two girls.
Tell us about them.
Yeah.
You should tell us about them. What were their names and stuff?
Oh, okay. The oldest one is Susan. Next one is Jamie, and he's our what do I call him? He got into angel dust when he was young
I'm sorry.
and completely destroyed his life. He's in a VA home in Dayton.
Okay.
But next one was Patricia, and she is retired from OU computer science, and she's now in Scranton, Pennsylvania, working for Lone Brown and Company, computer science.
Yeah, Russ opens a lot of doors. It's a really good college.
Mhm.
Can you tell us a little bit about what your high school experience was like when you were a kid?
The high school experience was fine. I was editor of the yearbook and played football, baseball, played trombone in the band, jazz band.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was a good thing.
Yeah, we've got a really good jazz band program at our school as well.
Yeah.
Keep it alive.
And what high school did you go to?
Pomeroy
Pomeroy.
High School. Purple and white.
Golden River.
So show us that ring again.
Okay.
What's that symbol stand for?
It's a compass and a square, which is the foundation of the Masonic Lodge, and two pillars. Can't remember. Chapin is one, and the other is starts with a B. I don't remember. But the square and compass is the foundation of the Masonic Lodge.
And are you a member of the Masonic Lodge?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Ainsdale.
Amesville. How long have you been a member for? Do you remember what year you joined? A rough estimate.
2001, I think.
And-
I was a master of the lodge.
Wow.
Yeah.
What does it take to be the master?
Quite a bit of learning. Yeah. They entered the 3 degrees: entered apprentice, fellowship, and master, and you have to go through the three levels before you you're officially a member. But it was it was a good thing and a bad thing. It was the 250th anniversary when I was a master, and all kinds of things happened. I guess that's all.
Do you have any siblings? And if you do, what were they like?
Siblings? Oh yeah, well, four kids.
No, siblings is brother and sister, right?
Oh, I have one brother. He lives in Matthews, North Carolina, with Janice, his wife. And he was a college promotion
Fundraiser.
fundraiser for college.
If you would, tell us about your wife.
My wife, Ruth,
How long did you know Mommy before you got married?
we met in high school.
No.
No, you didn't. I thought she helped you deliver your papers, Dad.
I did. She did.
Yeah, but you were like 9 or something, weren't you?
No, 12, 13.
You were 12 or 13.
So like your middle school years?
Yes.
So they were friends when they were, I thought it was 9, but.
That's
Okay.
really sweet.
Helped me deliver the messenger.
Oh.
Right. Well, and the thing is, he lived on the top of Lincoln Hill in Pomeroy. I don't know if you know where that is, but the hill goes like straight up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he would deliver papers on a bicycle.
Oh man, you were in good shape.
So he really needed help, and she helped him.
She was the lady for it, huh? So when you first met her, what did you think about her?
I liked her immediately. She was her dad was the manager of the TNT plant in Point Pleasant. And
Well, he was a supervising construction engineer.
yes.
That's what his job was, because then,
Yes.
I mean, when they were done, then they had to leave, and then,
Moved away.
Oh.
yeah.
That's sad.
So they had like a long distance relationship
Yeah,
for
kept
many
it.
years.
Kept in touch by Christmas cards and Easter cards and stuff like that for a long time. But she hung on to me for a long time.
She wouldn't let him go.
Yeah.
So tell us how you finally then reunited. So you're in Pomeroy and she's in what city at this point?
She was in St. Louis.
Okay. So Missouri.
Yeah. But we kept in touch.
Yeah, she lived in Melrose, Massachusetts, and she lived in,
She
she went to school in England.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how'd you get her to commit?
First of all, I pinned her in college.
So you need to probably explain what that is, right?
Yeah.
I think they'll need to have
What?
description.
Okay.
You're a member, well, as a member of the fraternity, you pin a girl that's almost like being engaged.
Oh,
Yeah. Pin the girl.
What was your childhood like?
Oh, but I don't remember.
being
I don't
deprived.
remember the
Yeah.
depression or myself.
Right,
Too young.
you were too little.
Sure.
But normal childhood. Another question. Oh, yeah. I'm an opera fan.
Ooh.
And when I was in New Jersey, I would sing opera.
And keep going. He was a cantor in a synagogue where he was paid to sing. That's how good he was.
Wow.
Wow.
And he had a music teacher who had connections, and he actually tried out for which company was it, Dan? Not the Metropolitan,
Not the Metropolitan, New York City Opera,
right, he tried for the New York
Tried out.
City Opera.
but I didn't make
He
it.
didn't make it.
You're very humble. If your eldest daughter weren't here, we wouldn't know some of
Half of
these things. Yes.
But he sings, and so he likes classical music, and we actually went to the museum where they have the Jekyll and Hyde movie, and then they played the organ, and they have $1 million organ in that church where the museum is. So this guy comes in and he plays the organ along with the silent film.
Athens.
Where is this in Athens? Is it the Ohio Historical Society that Tom Grady's involved with right
Yes.
uptown? Oh,
Yeah,
I've
so
been in there, but I didn't notice. I saw an organ, I just didn't know the significance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was, he likes organ music, well, all music, really. Well, he doesn't like country, but he actually brought he brought us Sgt. Pepper's, what's the name of that album?
Sgt. Pepper's
Lonely
Lonely Hearts
Hearts
Club
Club
He
Band.
Band.
bought
Great
that album. You bought that, right?
That's a
Beth?
great one.
Very good album.
Yeah.
We approve. Yeah.
So branching off of the music question, do you have any individual favorite song, or do you just like a lot of music?
My favorite opera would be Tosca, and I sang this. Scarpia was the key figure in the opera, and I sang that in New Jersey.
How many operas were you in, Don?
4 or 5,
More than that.
yeah.
That's the other thing. I'm trying to get all this opera stuff and music stuff. You know, there's like all these things. Thule. You know, it's like,
All the pieces of his life.
I sang La Boheme, and Tosca, and Traviata, and one other I can't remember. But it was a good experience.
Oh, the magic flute. What is that in Italian? The
Yeah.
magic flute. Say that in Italian.
Magic,
Yeah. What is that in Italian?
I don't remember.
Oh. Okay. Never mind. That's another opera.
Okay.
Trying to think of it again.
He was in that.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
This farm is over 200 years old, and the Henrys owned it and worked it, and I inherited that. My mother was the last of the Henrys, and I inherited the farm from her.
Well, because there's the Irish tradition is the oldest son gets the property.
Yeah. So
And John Henry, the one that moved here, and this was a log cabin first,
Okay.
and he was Irish. He came here twice from Ireland. Imagine that. I mean, they didn't even have steamboats then. I don't.
Yeah. It's a journey.
Yeah. He went back. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think what he went back to get the rest of his family or something, and the boat sank, and it had all the seeds. He was gonna make some more money by planting flax, and he lost all the seeds. So he had to start over again in Ireland, and then he came again. Yeah.
1817.
No, before that, Dad.
Hmm?
Before that, he bought property in 1802
Yeah,
out here in Newport or
somewhere.
Warren, I think they call it Warren now.
The Warren School District?
Yeah, which I just found, so even the history is not right. I just found the deed.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we kind of start. And the way he made money was he made spinning wheels, and he would make one spinning wheel a week, and that would bring the money in. So he was always making money.
And so this farm that we're sitting at right now was bought by mainly the making of spinning wheels?
In the beginning, yeah, as they
Uh-huh.
were getting started, and then it became the Locust Valley Stock Farm. And his great grandfather raised prize-winning horses, right, Dad? And they also had cattle. Did they have cattle down?
Yes,
And they had, it became a dairy farm over time.
yeah.
And it was a dairy farm for many years. And then in 1973, the government came in and required them to have all these regulations of how the milk had to be processed. They couldn't just put it in a can and wait for the guy to come from Athens to pick it up. But so that was another sort. And they had a double-decker chicken coop,
Oh, wow.
which I've never seen.
Yeah.
And that whole thing was filled up, so they constantly had chicken and eggs too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there was a lot of stuff going on here.
It was a balanced farm with cattle, chickens, sheep,
They had sheep.
yeah.
The same families had the same farm for 100 and I don't know how many years.
Okay, it says for 200 years or more.
Yeah.
Right, 200 years.